Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so with just honestly a really close window until, Min Min comes out, as the time that I'm releasing this video, it should be relatively close to when Min Min releases if she hasn't already. Of course, I'm recording this a couple days prior, but this video is basically going to be, I guess, like afterthoughts as far as the whole Min Min reveal into Smash Ultimates is concerned. What it means from, or what it means for the game from a developmental perspective, not necessarily just from like what the character can present, but on the development side of things and like design perspective, what exactly does it mean? So for those of you that don't know, I posted a video actually a long while ago, I believe it's almost a year at this point, titled "The Rules of Smash" or Smash Bros. And essentially the whole point of that video was to say that, of course, Nintendo can do whatever they want to do. They can, promote spirits, assist trophies, Mii costumes into playable fighters all they want. However, the likelihood of such happening was relatively low unless they dedicated a specific fighter pass or group or number of fighters to that specific idea. So essentially, with that video, the idea was that Fighter Pass 1 is third-party relevance, it's third-party driven, therefore all the characters in the first Fighter Pass would be third party. Of course, that was proven false with Byleth, and I never really touched up on what that kind of meant. But it meant that it sucked. But it didn't change the fact that, of course, the first Fighter Pass was made from a design perspective of, hey, let's make all of these third party, or at least the majority of them. Of course, a lot of fans kind of, it left a bad taste in many fans' mouth when you have 4 really big third-party characters, and then Byleth, Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem was already kind of leaving a bad taste in people's mouths just because of the overabundance of them. In Smash, there's almost as many Fire Emblem characters, if not the same amount, as there are Mario characters, which is really insane to think about because, the game is called Super Smash Brothers, just like Super Mario Brothers, it's very synonymous there. So the series clearly is sprung from the Mario franchise. So the fact that you have Fire Emblem characters up to the number of Mario characters is really big and out there. Of course, Pokemon has a lot of ones too, but Pokemon is just the most popular media franchise of all time. So, I guess we can kind of excuse them. But Fire Emblem being more niche, all being swordies, that's just kind of another thing. But yeah, back on track. The main thing I wanted to talk about was essentially how Min Min affects the whole spirit/assist trophy debate. So essentially, before the month before the game came out, in 2018, when they talked about spirits, a lot of people assumed that spirits and assist trophies therefore deconfirmed characters. There were plenty of reasons to suspect this. Because of course, if they had characters planned, for the game, why bother making spirits of them, essentially that's kind of it. Why have a spirit of a character or an assist trophy of a character when you can just make the character? Same thing for Mii costumes. For example, Sakurai even said, as far as like a kind of like to make up for the fact that Xenoblade was created later into Ultimate's development cycle, they ended up making a Mii costume for Rex, simply because they didn't have enough time to implement him as an actual character. So if a Mii costume got that treatment, very likely that's kind of the mindset with spirits and assist trophies. That practically is the mindset, why make a playable fighter when we can just make an assist trophy? It's less work, has a lot of representation still. So yeah, why not just make an assist trophy? Why not just make a spirit? So a lot of people, therefore made rules that spirits and assist trophies deconfirmed characters. One of the many spirits that they have was in fact Min Min. Min Min was a spirit for Smash Ultimate. Now here's the deal. Honestly, not until about I'd say probably late 2019, a lot of people started kind of changing that rule a little bit, or at least, of course, it's not a rule, but they started kind of changing that idea, I should say. And so I'm going to call it the reformed idea. So the reformed idea of the whole spirits and assist trophy mindset is that spirits, assist trophies, me costumes, etc. from base game do not deconfirm characters. However, spirits, assist trophies, and me costumes that come out as updates do. Because, of course, why would you continuously add content of, like, for example, Leo Kennedy, being one of the Resident Evil spirits? Why make a Resident Evil spirit for Leo when you can just make him a character? Like, if he was going to be a character, you may as well just made him a character rather than release a spirit for him. So the idea was kind of reformed in 2019. Of course, not everyone agreed with it. There was still that split in community as to people who agreed with it, people who didn't. I was always up to the idea that it could happen. However, I never really picked a side just because you never know with Nintendo. And of course, with Min Min being a playable fighter, if you have to pick between the two poisons, you would kind of have to go with the reformed idea. The idea that spirits, me costumes, and assist trophies within the base game do not deconfirm characters, however ones within updates do. So this would mean characters that we got from updates, such as the Resident Evil spirits or anything like that, would deconfirm them as playable characters. Some other examples, I guess, would be like the Pokemon Sword and Shield spirits that they added can't be playable characters. That's just an example, of course. And to reiterate, it's very, very likely that Nintendo can just do whatever they want. Like, they're not limited to basically anything. Like, they can do what they want at this point. In that video that I previously mentioned, the one called the rules of Smash Bros. I mentioned about the possibility of how they could do whatever they want, but also how they would more than likely try and stick to a pattern. Just from a development and design perspective, it's best to stick to a pattern to these things. So it's too early to call whether or not they're doing that. Of course, because we don't know whether or not this fighter pass is going to be something that's dedicated to spirits, assist trophies, or me costume promotion, or if this is something that's going to be more akin to the first fighter pass, where we're going to get, several big name characters from third parties, and then of course have a first party, second party character here or there. But regardless, yeah, so Min Min does kind of, break away the whole spirits and assist trophy debate, or at least it narrows it down to what is and isn't possible. So with that out of the way, kind of just recapping there, with that out of the way, what is possible within the future of Smash Bros? If we take that narrative, if we take the idea that base game me costumes, spirits, and assist trophies don't deconfirm characters, then and only the updatable spirits, assist trophies, and me costumes do, then what else, aside from obvious like third parties and stuff, or characters that just aren't represented in Smash at all, what else is possible? So let's look here actually at the list of complete spirits. So there's quite a lot. There's over 1,400. There's over 1,400 spirits. I'm not going to go through all of them, but some main ones to note, obviously, are the ones that are on the thumbnail. Paper Mario, Waluigi, and Rex. I think that Rex is likely, even though that he was a Mii Swordsman outfit that came out as an update. It came out with Fighter Pass 1. If you pre-purchased it, I believe, or if you bought the whole thing as a whole, then you got the Rex costume. Personally, I do find Rex likely, especially too, because like in the same breath, like way back when Sakurai said, we couldn't add Rex because time constraint. It was either in that same video, which was the November 18th direct. It was either in that same direct or it was in an interview. Now, I could be wrong. Push Justin can correct me on this, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure I recall Sakurai saying at some point in time that ARMS was applied the same way. That the reason there wasn't any ARMS characters in Smash was because of time constraint. The game was just too far into development to make an ARMS fighter, which is why Springman was an assist trophy. Even though a lot of people expected all the way back then, Springman, new Nintendo IP, Springman's the poster child, makes sense for a playable character, and then they gave him assist trophy status. So, obviously, that's no longer the deal because, hey, Min Min. Because we have an ARMS character now being Min Min, I do think it's very likely that we could get Rex, Pyra, and or Mithra as a playable character. Personally, I think they're going to stick with regular Spirit promotions versus assist trophies. Unless they do both, of course. It's still all up in the air. I'm going to have to make a video closer to like when the Fighter Pass is closer to being done, kind of recapping my whole thing about it. But yeah, as far as ideas go, of course, there's Paper Mario, there's Shantae, there's Waluigi, because Waluigi is a spirit. All of the assist trophies have spirits, to my knowledge. So, I mean, unless they're just both, I think that that's kind of a hard thing to argue. But so Waluigi, Rex and Pyra, Rex, Geno. Yeah, Geno is another popular one. I like the idea of Fawful. Fawful is a very interesting character in my opinion. I think he would kind of be a little too similar to Bowser Jr. as far as like setup goes with the whole clown part. But I mean, more villain representation. Fawful is such a great character in just all honesty. Geno would be awesome. Mr. L, I love Mr. L, but we need Paper Mario first, guys. Paper Craft Mario? I don't know what that is. But yeah, so we have Paper Mario. I would love to see Paper Mario as a playable character. I think the Chorusmen or even spirits, because if the Chorusmen are spirits, then of course we can have Chorusmen DLC, which kind of makes sense because, you know, the Chorusmen was found. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Chorusmen was rumored by a very credible source for Smash 4, and at the point at that point of when they were leaked for Smash 4. It would just became very evident that the Chorusmen were considered through the development cycle of Smash 4. They just never really made it past the planning stages, as did Crom. So that's why, of course, and I believe actually the Chorusmen, something about their files or about the game's IP could be found amongst the fighter files in Smash 4, which just further supports the idea that the Chorusmen were supposed to be playable characters, or they were planned to be at once. Bandana D is another one. Of course, we can get Bandana D. I would love Bandana D, in complete honesty. I love the Kirby series, even though it's baby easy. I do love the characters. I think that they're really interesting. Daroach, too. Daroach, Marks, and Bandana D, I think, would be the most interesting Kirby characters to add. But, of course, they'll probably just do an Echo Fighter if they do anything at all. For Meta Knight, that would just be the easiest to do. Like Galactonite, yeah, see. Dark Daroach. Let's see. So yeah, Waddle Doo, Bandana Waddle Doo, yeah. So there's just a lot of characters. Crystal, they could do Crystal with Assist Trophy and Spirit promotion. Actually, I believe the website itself, if we go here, let's go back. I believe there's actually a Assist Trophy tab. Items. Yeah, there is. I wish they had a Spirits tab on the website. Of course, that would be way too hard to keep track of course. Can I not press on? Okay, here we go. View Assist Trophies. Ah, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, Crystal is a really good pick in my opinion. The Squid Sisters got me costumes, so more than likely you confirmed. Bomberman would be great. Isaac would be great. Alucard would be cool. I feel like we're still alright with the Belmonts. Shadow would be cool, but I don't think it's likely. Zero would be cool. Shovel Knight would be amazing. Midno would be cool. Moon. Ashley would be great. Black Knight would be cool. It's kind of like an Ike Echo. Waluigi, of course. Takamaru and Rodin are likely. Knuckles. Springman. Ha! 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 Girahim would be cool. I would love a new Zelda rep, in complete honesty. Toon Ghost Zelda, I think, would be cool. Girahim, Chain Chomp, Knuckle Joe. Knuckle Joe's another character that they could do. I mean, like, because, you know, of course they have Piranha Plant. So, you know, having a regular enemy like Knuckle Joe versus a more iconic one like Bandana Waddle Dee. Starfy, I love Starfy. I remember playing the Starfy games, actually, or at least the one that was on the DS. I loved it so much because it basically was a poor man's Kirby. That was so much fun. Dylan's cool. I like Dylan a lot. Dylan just looks cool. Wily would be alright. Skull Kid would be beautiful. Lynn would be beautiful. Guys, look, Phoenix Wright is in Smash. He just got his doctorate. Yeah, so like characters like that I think would be really cool to have promoted from assist trophies, of course. Oh, that's cool. They're playing rock, paper, scissors. And then, of course, Spirits list. I think basically just any of the ones I previously mentioned would be best. Paper Mario, Waluigi, Shantae, Bandana Waddle Dee. Yeah, but it really is too soon to tell or say what ones are more likely than others, just because of the fact of, like, we're only one character in, of course. So we still have yet to see if they're actually going to make a habit of promoting assist trophies, spirits, Mii costumes, and the like to fighter status, or if Min Min is just the lucky duck in the bunch. So aside from that, that's basically all I got for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, if they're going to promote more spirit assist trophies or Mii costumes, or if you think Min Min's just kind of the only one, and if she's not, what other characters do you guys look forward to seeing? So anyways, this is Jake, logging out. Peace.